Hi, it's Bryn here. The following video is based on tips to improve and optimize your e-commerce email marketing. If you've recently migrated to Klaviyo or looking to improve and optimize your e-commerce email marketing, then great news. This article and video is full of tips and tricks that I personally use to optimize my clients' e-commerce email marketing. So tip number 1 is to improve your subject lines. Subject lines are so incredibly important. They will determine if your campaign is successful or not by how many people are enticed to open your emails. So the idea here is to consistently be working on better subject lines with the following tips. Number 1, avoid subject lines of more than 70 characters. Number 2, split test adding emojis to your subject lines to see if these will help your email stand out in a crowded inbox. Tip number 3 is to avoid capital letter-based subject lines, as these can trigger spam. Tip number 4 is to ensure you have a compelling preview text that is more than 140 characters long. There are some email service providers that show up to 140 characters, while some do not show any at all. So for me personally, I use Polymail, and if you haven't checked them out before, they are seriously amazing. I love their mailbox. And when I'm testing campaigns with minimal preview text, all I can see on my mobile email notifications are the previews of links. So it's really important to ensure that your preview text is as long as possible. And tip number 5 is to start testing variations of subject lines with a minimum 50% variation across A and B variants. Remember not to change the content of these emails, as we're just trying to A/B test for subject lines first. And so to test variations in Klaviyo, I've actually added a link here to a doc with how to explain how to do it. Tip number 2 is to test variations of your campaign and flow email content. Testing variations of content is crucial to understanding what drives more of your audience to click through to your website. So ensure you're testing your campaigns regularly to see what yields better results. A/B testing of your campaigns and flows should be a constant standard operating procedure in your email marketing strategy. So the following is an example of some of my own tests and results. And so you'll see here that the below image is a series of open and click data from 2 lots of campaigns that I sent out over Black Friday and Cyber Monday 2019 and Boxing Day 2019 for the same brand. On the left, you'll see some stats over here from 4 of the Black Friday Cyber Monday campaign emails. And on the right, you will see some stats from 4 Boxing Day campaign emails. If you have a look at the click rates starting at the bottom up for the Boxing Day sales, you'll see that they are substantially higher. In fact, 1,502 more recipients clicked the highest clicked Boxing Day sale compared to the highest clicked Black Friday Cyber Monday one. And interestingly enough, in the Boxing Day sales emails, I never disclosed any information in the email about what the sale was at all. The offer was almost identical to the Black Friday Cyber Monday sale one too. So the button was simply below a GIF stating, "Click to reveal the sale." That's it. So the knock-on effect, as we know, of email clicks is huge. So don't be afraid to test curiosity-style emails. And as you can see here from this test, it clearly works. I've also too added in another link of how Klaviyo allows you to split test content and incentives within your emails, and so you can refer to this help doc here for more information. Also too, don't be afraid to test campaigns that are text-based. A great example of e-commerce brands that do this well are Brooklinen, Evelyn, and Go-To Skincare. So as a consumer, for me, these emails personally make the message from the brand feel so much more personable. And I just really love receiving these types of emails. I don't know what it is, but it really makes me feel, things are more personalized and that the brand really does, care more about me as a consumer. So below I've put some examples. This one is from Brooklinen, and if you type into Google some Brooklinen plain text email examples, you'll be able to see like a wide variety of ones they've used before. But I really love how they do their emails. Also, too, another one here is Evelyn. So Evelyn have an amazing email marketing strategy. I love looking at their emails, everything they do, the whole ethos of their brand and how they're, so big on transparency. It really is an e-commerce brand that you should be looking at to get some inspiration and just to see how they do things really great and really differently to everyone else. And then the next one is Go-To Skincare. So recently I was actually gifted for Christmas from a client some Go-To Skincare, and this brand is phenomenal. They're an Australian brand, and their whole unboxing experience, everything about what I received from them was just incredible. Right from me getting the package to opening the box to getting the products, using the products, like it really is a phenomenal brand. Their website as well, everything about it I just absolutely love. So you're probably going to hear me talking a lot more about these guys moving forward, as I'm such a crusader for the amazing things that they're doing. But here's an example of them launching a new product using plain text in an email. So there are some types of images and things like that in here, but when you click on this, it actually takes you to a blog post to explain about why they created it and why they brought out this new cleanser with oil. And yeah, it really is a great example. So if you get a chance, jump onto Go-To Skincare and have a look at this blog post. So tip number 3 is a really important one. It is to focus on email deliverability. And so almost, this tip probably should have been number 1, but I wanted to leave this to the end so you can really kind of consider some of the questions you're about to ask yourself. And so basically I wanted to go through prior to that, talking about what email deliverability is and why it is so important. So email deliverability is when an email successfully arrives in the recipient's inbox. And not every email that gets sent to a recipient arrives safely in their inbox. So if you see the example right here, this is an example from Return Path, and they have done this amazing graphic and a great visual example of explaining how email gets delivered to a recipient's inbox. It's really important as well to have a huge focus on email deliverability. Klaviyo's Help Center also provides a great definition on how to ensure your emails arrive safely in your recipient's inbox. So they've said here that the difficulty with deliverability is that you don't always know when your emails have been successfully delivered. Inbox providers use a combination of different metrics to evaluate your emails and to protect against spammers. These metrics and methods are purposely kept hidden from senders. Because of this, it's important to adhere to sending best practices to ensure that you have great deliverability. So this is kind of where I wanted you to ask a question, to ask yourself. How many emails have you sent over the duration of your e-commerce business operating? And what knowledge do you have of e-commerce email marketing best practices and deliverability? It's a bit of a scary thought. I know for me personally, working with a lot of brands over the last couple of years, this isn't something that a lot of brands know about, and it really is important. And the best thing that you can do for your e-commerce business in 2020 is gather your team together, and that includes anyone that has a hand in your e-commerce email marketing execution, such as designers, copywriters, marketers, etc., and spend a few hours reading through information on e-commerce email marketing best practices and email deliverability. This is crucial to the health and growth of your e-commerce email marketing strategy, and with owned marketing more important than ever, it's vital that you and your team are informed on the subject. You should also not have anyone on your team or any agency sending emails on your behalf from your email service provider that does not have a sound understanding of email deliverability and best practices. And so I've actually added to this blog 4 of the best articles to start with. So if you are on Klaviyo, these 4 blog posts are the place for you and your team to start. These are all linked to their help center, so you can go through and click on them. Some are webinars, some are videos, some are slideshows, and it's really going to help you, really improve on your email deliverability, information and how much you know about the topic. And so with that, I'd love to hear how these tips have helped you. You can leave a comment below or email me at bryn@brynleyking.com. I personally respond to all emails. And just a shameless plug, if you like my e-commerce tips and advice and want to learn more from me, you can sign up below to my course waitlist below. You'll receive tips and advice via email while you wait for the official launch date. Just also to keep in mind that this course has been something that I have been building for the last more than 2 years now, and I guarantee that there is nothing like it in the marketplace. So I'm really excited to be launching this, and I will chat to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.